Hey guys, what is up? Grant right here. I'm back here today for a brand new video. After a minute, we're getting back to my probably my favorite one of my favorite artists of all time, the legendary, iconic Mariah Carey. I did react to a couple of the other songs from her latest studio album earlier a few months ago, as you guys may know from my returning subscribers. I have been meaning to get to this one. It's taken a minute because a lot of things, I'm juggling a lot of things in my career and my personal life, so the reactions aren't as frequent as I would like them to be, but I made it a point to get back to you guys tonight. One of the most emotional cuts from Mariah Carey's latest album, Here For It All, is a song that is really special to me. It's called Nothing Is Impossible. You guys may have not heard it. You may have heard it. She actually performed it as a medley at the 2026 Olympic Winter Games ceremony. I want to react to the album version though, because it's just really hit me, you know, in a very deep place. And really, I was thinking about it this whole day, actually, especially tonight, and I really wanted to make it a point to get to it. To listen to it with you guys and watch and just experience the whole thing with you guys. So we're going to be looking at Mariah Carey, Nothing Is Impossible. Get something to drink, get something to eat, feel good, feel cozy. We're going to have a wonderful, if also emotional time here on the channel. And without further ado, let's get into it. Before we begin today's video, as always, if you are new here, subscribe, give the video a nice big thumbs up, all the good jazz. Be on the lookout for new music coming soon from me as well, and stay posted and enjoy all of my existing music on Spotify, Apple Music, and all digital platforms. Let's get into it.
Gone for a while, but I'm much better. Covering my eyes was so unpleasant. Ain't gonna lie, it wasn't very nice. Seemed like I'd never rise again. Surely I couldn't find a friend. Haunted by desperation and long harrowing nights. But I was never all alone. The spirit lives in my soul, so I never let go. I knew deep down inside that I could fly, 'cause I dream a greater dream. I fight a greater fight, survived a gruesome fall, because nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible at all. So I weather the storms that most can't handle. Surprisingly, I'm alive to stand up. Miracles never cease to set me free. They chase me down, but I'm still rolling. Something in me cannot be stolen. I will not break, I won't be broken. It's deep, can't you see that I was never all alone? The spirit lives in my soul, so I never let go. I knew deep down inside that I could fly.
you have it, guys. Humongous round of applause for Mariah Carey. Nothing is Impossible from her latest studio album. Where's the Kleenex when you need them? You all already know. It's like I said, one of the many songs from Mariah that really hits really deep on so many levels. So many people can relate to it, especially with what's going on in the world now. It has a lot of people close to the edge. Myself included. I've had a really big case of the up and downs the past couple years, so I really can relate to the song. Just my whole life in general. This song is just another, gem in Mariah's discography that really displays that ray of hope, format of songwriting that is just really missing these days. I've been thinking to myself the past week especially, whatever happened to these inspiring, uplifting anthems that, used to save lives? When especially in the 90s when I was growing up, it was a very big thing. The uplifting ballads, just the anthems. You don't hear that anymore. It just like doesn't exist now. Now, these days, everything is about just, partying and sex and this and that and, haters and blah, blah, blah. It's just that really just inspiring ray of light kind of energy you used to get from music we don't have anymore. And that is why I wanted to react to this song today, to really bring that back to the forefront, because it is so important, especially, like I said, with the state of the world today, to really give people that sense of hope through music, because that is what music, in my opinion, the whole purpose of music is to leave people in a better place, whether it be through emotion, whether it be through happiness, through sadness, through redemption. Music is supposed to leave you better than it found you, and that is one of the things that Mariah Carey has done throughout her career. Is she has completely transformed people's lives through her music. Myself, and I'm one of the biggest examples of that. I've always stated Mariah Carey was one of the people responsible for me being alive today, because I, was very down in the dumps throughout my life quite often. I did want to take my life throughout my childhood, and I did, attempt to throughout my childhood. A lot of dark times I went through, and Mariah Carey was the person who saved me, and the person responsible for me discovering the fact that I could sing, and she is the person who is ultimately responsible for my whole career. So I wanted to get back to her, and this song, like I said, is one of those songs that really is another, in the lineup of Hero, all these great uplifting, life-saving songs that Mariah Carey has, gifted to us throughout her career. It's another one in the lineup of those. Such meaningful words, such on so many different levels. And one of the things I'm always saying about Mariah is her lyrics. She is such a magnificent writer. Her lyrics have so many different meanings they could take on with different people. And the lyrics in this, no different, especially when she says in the chorus, "Survived a gruesome fall." For those of you who don't know, Mariah Carey had a really close, she had a close, brush with death. Years back on the set of her music video, she fell and dislocated her shoulder, and it was almost a wrap for her, and she survived. But outside of that, that lyric alone could have so many different meanings, myself included. When I heard it, I was like, survived a gruesome fall, just emotionally, spiritually, financially. So many things happen in our lives, and so many catastrophes nearly take us out. That lyric really can, describe and define so many different circumstances one can go through, and it really hit deep for me, and really just brought back a lot of memories of everything that I overcame, and all the, the horrible things that nearly took me out, that I made it to the other side of, and I'm so grateful for. The song, like I said, still to this day, a lot of my writing was inspired by a lot of Mariah Carey's writing just throughout her career. Just those the brilliance that she brought to the forefront as a, you know, just such a an emotional writer and singer. I think, like I said, it really is so great to bring it back to this channel, because a lot of people need to see it. A lot of the younger generation, especially, that are missing out on this, you know, these kind of masterpieces. I think it really is a great way to shed a light to, you know, one of the only true greats we have left, and to really show people, the next generation, what it's all about. Just unbelievable emotional quality in her vocals in the song. So understated, but just so deep. I love the raw feel of her vocals on the song, and it really added to that, just the whole emotional atmosphere. And the piano at the end just really, the first time I heard the song, as many of you probably were, I was absolutely bawling my eyes out. Just brought back a lot of unbelievable memories of a lot of, like I said, a lot of tough things that happened to me in my life, and a lot of close calls that I made it through. So the song, like I said, it's so important for a lot of people. A lot of people are scared of, you know, admitting that they're going through stuff. So songs like these are not only act as, you know, an emotional therapy, but they act as kind of a catalyst to get you to the other side of what you're going through. And I just really feel, like I said, it's important for a lot of people to be exposed to this, because it really, you never know whose life you're going to save. And like I said, Mariah Carey never ceases to amaze me with her ability to reach people from so many different walks of life, with you know, not with a huge stage production, not with a bunch of dancing and a bunch of, you know, choreography, just with vocals, with meaningful lyrics, and with absolutely, you know, brilliant music. She just is, like I said, one of the all-time best of the best, and I'm so happy I was able to get back to her today. Another humongous round of applause for the incomparable Mariah Carey. Nothing is impossible, and it is, and that is such a true statement. Nothing in this world is impossible if you really, really believe it. As she said in her song "Make It Happen" in the 90s, you really can achieve anything, and I'm so grateful, like I said, to get back to her. If you have any other Mariah Carey requests, bring them to my channel. I will hopefully be getting back to Mariah Carey very soon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reaction video. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, all the good jazz. I'm so happy we got back to her today. Be on the lookout for my own new music coming soon. I'm getting back in the studio to record my summer single for 2026. I'm super excited. Check out my all my other music on all digital platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you find digital music, I'm there. So check it out today. Be on the lookout for more coming to this channel this year, and keep those requests coming. I love to see them. Once again, thank you to all my viewers today. I want to wish everyone a wonderful week, and I will check you guys later. Peace.